AITA for trying to sell my sandwich recipe to various delis in my town by you, Sandwich Business. Recently, I came up with what I think is a very delicious and innovative sandwich recipe. The ingredients complement each other beautifully, even though the combination is unique. I came up with a basic business idea to generate some extra money from this sandwich. The city I live in has a lot of delis. I have been approaching the manager. I'm sorry, but does it? Does it have a normal amount of delis?
I don't know. I cut a good bit where he was describing like the range of the types of deli. I was like, do we don't care?
I have been approaching the managers at these delis with the following proposal. For a one-time fee of $50, I will sell them the recipe and also conduct a training session for their staff on how to properly make the sandwich and also to educate them on the themes present in the sandwich. Then I will take a 20% cut of the price for each sandwich sold. So let's just say one deli took my deal and they charged $10 for my sandwich and they only sold 10 of them per day. I'd make $140 per week, $190 the first week with the fee, and basically $560 per month. Okay, I don't know why we need the whole business plan.
You're right. I should have cut that. From
one place. But to be honest, I have faith in my sandwich will probably sell around 40 to 50 per day, given the volume of customers and the quality of my sandwich. So you do the math. Plus, I'd be having more than one deli sell it. Ka-ching. I've approached 11 deli managers so far, and everyone so far has said no, and a few of them have even acted weird or even rude to me on the matter. Twice I got into a slight argument based on the interaction. They don't seem to understand the value of my sandwich. I think maybe many of them are too proud to take a recipe from an outsider, from outside the extremely guarded sandwich industry.
Yes, that's it.
But I feel I am being reasonable. When I explain to my friends what I'm doing and that I intend to keep approaching delis on this matter, many of them claim I was being an asshole by doing this. They think it is rude basically to ask a deli to sell my recipe and that I shouldn't fight for my dreams. I think my terms are generous, and I'm really only hoping these delis, if they would only open their minds. If they sold my sandwich, their profits would grow measurably, even after I take my cut. Is it really that rude to try to sell my recipe? My friends are threatening to not go to lunch with me anymore because I promised them I will try to sell my recipe when we do so, but all I'm doing is trying to hustle. This has caused interpersonal conflict because I defend my dreams with passion, which leads to my friends accusing me of overreacting. And yes, I am passionate when I try to sway deli managers too. I even cried once, but it is with their own interest in mind, not just my own. AITA. It's so cute. This reminds me of me a lot as a kid. I remember I had this idea to like start a business to sell snow to the children because it was Arizona, so there was no snow.
There we go. Okay.
I mean, this is just nuts.
How'd it go?
How'd it go? I never even got the capital to get the snow machine.
My God, just another small business owner getting squashed by big capitalism.
Right? There was all the other snow machines.
That's so funny. This is like, I mean, it's obviously fake, but I like pretending that it's real because
You think this is obviously fake?
I think I'm scared to live in a world where someone would cry over their ridiculous idea to try to franchise a sandwich.
I don't know. I've met people who are more delusional than this. I'm not going to say it's common, but I've met comedians who are like 0% funny, and then they'll come up to you and be like, "Yeah, I'm auditioning for Conan." And I'm like,
"Okay, listen. Next time you're going to talk about me, don't do it on the podcast."
I know, right?
Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, I need to know what this sandwich entails, but obviously this guy wouldn't be so stupid as to put it on Reddit. But
I'm going to be honest. I'm sold. I want to try this thing for $10.
I want to try it, but I'm not going to try it for $50.
No, that's
like, this
crazy.
Is so crazy.
But I mean, look, trying to break this down, which does almost seem ridiculous. Like, yes. What is actually the crime here? I mean, he is offering essentially a really shitty business proposition.
Okay. First of all, there's many crimes. He's offering it when no one is soliciting it.
So there's nothing wrong with that. He's going to a deli it's a place of business, and he's offering some business.
So I'm just kind of picturing him going and like accosting these poor people who work at this deli who don't have any say in what's going on. You mean like
the sandwich makers?
Yeah, like the people just physically making the sandwiches, and like they probably don't have any say or want anything to do with it. Also, he's not calmly taking no for an answer. He's getting kind of
heated,
hostile, and crying.
That's true. I mean, and I'm not here to say this guy isn't delusional. I mean, look, I think the numbers are really ridiculous as well. It's sort of like, I mean, how many sandwich? Where does this guy live?
I know. I'm like, he hasn't done any research is the other thing to be like if this dude was on Shark Tank, he would have gotten immediately left out of the room. You have no research. You just think you're going to sell
proprietary sandwiches.
Right.
Sir.
First of all, nothing is proprietary about it because you're not going to sell it to multiple delis. Once you sell it to one, they're all going to copy it. Why would they pay you for it?
Yeah, good point.
And also, like, I forgot what I was going to say.
I don't even know if
it's ingredients. Like, what do you mean? You don't have a patent on a sandwich.
Well,
does
can you
he?
put a patent on a sandwich? I don't know if that's possible.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I feel like there might be a business model there.
Maybe. So patent the sandwich first.
Patent the sandwich.
But also, like, where is he getting this? Like, I would sell 40 to 50 per day. Like, what is this based on? Just your own impression that this is a great sandwich?
Right.
It's not based on market research. Why am I taking this seriously? I'm mad at myself.
Yeah, where's the hype going to come from? Like, how do all these people going to hear about this sandwich?
Right. How many sandwiches does this deli even sell per day that you think you're going to get 40 to 50?
I'm thinking it is New York because I've never been. I think New York has bodegas uniquely, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking about bodegas.
He said, and I cut this out, but it was like there's a range between hipster delis and like corner delis type place. So it's probably New York. Also, New York does have enough delusional scammers to try to have one of these type of dudes.
New York. And by the way, no other city has delis. None. Only New York City. Top FB comment by Wendy G. I wouldn't want to go to lunch with you either. I don't know if you're an asshole, but you sound like a douche. If your dumbass sandwich is so great, why don't you open your own douche deli and sell it?
A little harsh on the language, but she's not wrong with the point.
I don't know. I'm kind of into the douche deli. What other things do they have there? They're like...
gray Patagonia vests, and everyone who works there is named Tyler.
And they always whisper when you're done. They're like, "Do you want to buy any Coke? There's a guy in the back. If you want to buy some Coke."
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, we got ladies get in for free, men $5."
Right. Coming in second, good old Kevin H. writes, YTA, go to culinary school or business school, or don't be a sociopath school.
Oh, classic.
I mean, I think the other thing about this too is like, fine, hustle, but like there is an appropriate way. Like, and
this is so inappropriate on every level.
There's nothing wrong with having a shitty business and pitching it. That's cute. I mean, I think this is a grown man, so it's and let's face
it,
it's a little
concerning.
Man. It's a man. No
we
woman
know it's a man.
would be ridiculous enough to think a proprietary sandwich is $1 million idea.
No woman would have grown up with the confidence that her ridiculous idea is worth this much. Society would have beaten her down by now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know it's a dude, probably a white dude. Come on, let's be real.
Yeah, no, that definitely reads. Top reasonable comment, according to Sarah. Christopher H. writes, yes, YTA, do me a favor and look up food and labor costs. Long story short, them giving you 20% of sale price means they make no money on the sandwich and most likely have to pay you from their own pocket to cover part of the 20% that wasn't covered by profit margin.
Wait, the other thing that I thought was so funny was that this guy wanted to train these people on a sandwich as if they can't figure out how to assemble a bunch of ingredients onto bread.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like, are we on SpongeBob? Are you making a Krabby Patty?
Right,
it's not that deep.
Well, he also says educate them on the themes present in the sandwich.
The themes.
What
oh my
could
God.
that even be? Like, I don't even know how I could try. Like, the mustard and ham form a brave element because the mustard has a harsh taste, but the ham has sort of a bland, salty taste.
Sold. $50. There you go.
Maybe, and maybe this guy is putting something really weird in there, you know, like his own fluids, bodily fluids.
Ooh, gross.
I just meant spit, everyone. Don't freak out.
Either way, it's gross.
Top Reddit comment by Pile Driver. YTA, break this down from the deli manager's perspective. A guy off the street with no experience wants me to pay him $50, close down my kitchen for a quote-unquote training session on his mystery sandwich, and give him 20% of each sandwich sold. In an industry he knows nothing about, where margins are already razor thin, I am the one who took a huge risk opening up a deli, taking out debt, creating jobs, and dealing with all the overhead that a restaurant entails. I don't think it's a restaurant anyway. And this guy who has taken absolutely none of that risk wants to use my resources to make his dream sandwich a reality. This guy who, again, has no experience in this business, why on earth would I take this deal?
Too real.
Pretty real.
Yeah, because the real thing is like, and this guy's making it seem like he's out here hustling. I'm like, no, dude, you're out here bothering people. Like, you're one of those people who's in a multi-level marketing scheme.
Right, that's true.
And you're like hitting up all your friends and family and harassing them.
Spot on.
If you were really hustling, you would open up a food truck or something.
Right. This deal is so bad it's insulting. That's it. You hit it. It's just like the freaking MLMers, you know.
I feel like this is such a Primerica, dude. I can really see it.
What's Primerica? I don't know that one.
They're the one that Betsy DeVos is an heiress to that family.
Oh,
and they just, the thing is, I don't even know what Primerica sells because I think they sell just like a bunch of random shit. They don't have one hook. They're not like, we do skincare, we do leggings. They're just like, I don't know, we sell water and here you go. Like, it's so weird.
Water and tiny figurines of horses.
Exactly. It's all over the place.
You're like, what? There's no market for that. I was thinking though, so I think the real sin here though is not having, right? Like, honestly, look, if someone gets into an MLM, obviously I'm annoyed. Obviously I don't respect them now, but I wouldn't be angry at them unless they presented it at inappropriate times or they were inappropriately forceful.
Which it sounds like this guy is doing that.
Of course, exactly. And I think you made a great distinction. It's like, there is a way to hustle. Hustling does mean doing extraordinary things that normal people want to do. It doesn't mean breaking social conventions, right? Like, there's an appropriate way. Yeah. There's an appropriate way to do this. Like you said, start a food truck or like partner with a deli and say like, hey, like I have this sandwich. I believe in the sandwich, but like going to them with this kind of brutal setup where you basically know nothing and you're unwilling to learn.
Yeah, you're not learning anything. You're not putting any of the risk and you're not doing any of the work except for the fact that you bought a bunch of groceries at the grocery store one time and put it together. Like, you have no skin in this game. So why would this person do this?
No, there's no reason. It's ballsy. I do want to try the sandwich. I can't stress that enough.
I know. Truly. OP, if you're out there, make us this sandwich. We'll consider it.
So Don S. writes, sounds like a George Costanza theme, which is a Seinfeld reference. People say I'm George Costanza all the time. So.
That was a TV tie-in. I was like, I literally commented in the group. I was like, what TV episode is this? This can't be real.
AITA for trying to sell my sandwich recipe to various delis in my town. I think we agree. I mean, it's relatively minor, but you are...
YTA.
YTA.